Is Jubilation from the X-Men getting her own X-Men solo series? Well, if we are to believe what Stanley Artgerm teases, then the possibility is yes. Guys, I'm LP, writer and creator of the comic books Nyobi and Savage, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to this video. We're going to take a look here at what Bleeding Cool is reporting, possibly Jubilee getting her own series. Now, Stanley Artgerm, you guys all know who Artgerm is. Does all these gorgeous covers, man. I love some Artgerm. I got to meet Artgerm. He was pretty cool. But anyway, he goes on to say in his Instagram post, teasing my next Marvel cover, easy guess, smiley face. With the following image of X-Men's Jubilee, previously Marvel Comics has teased, and they do this all the time, feature solo X-Men series that they were coming. With the current X-Books performance in the sales charts, it's kind of the book that might make a lot of sense right now. So there is a lot of solo X-Men books. I mean, a lot of them are mini-series, so expect this one to be like mini. I don't really expect these to be ongoing. The Psylocke one I know is a mini-series. Magic is coming in January. I think that's actually going to be ongoing. At least I hope that it's ongoing. You know, we have Mystique. We have Phoenix. There's a few of them. Storm. There's a few of them floating around out there. But I think for the most cases that they're like 5-issue miniseries. But we'll see what they say here. Here's the tease of the cover. Now, this could be just another X-Men cover or something, but it probably is. I would say probably a good guess. It's the Jubilee solo series here. Let's see what they go on to say. Previously on the X-Men. No, previously the editorial pages for Marvel Comics had teased the following. As you've been seeing with Phoenix, Dazzler, Storm, Mystique, and now Psylocke, we're attempting to place a great emphasis on solo titles in the new X editorial office. Of course, that would come down from Tom Brevoort. In the past, due to large part of the fact that the X-Men are a team concept spin-off team series, were the name of the game. And while there be the occasional solo project apart from Wolverine, none of them proved to be able to go the distance. Well, I mean, that's not entirely true, but you never really gave them much of a chance either. Like, let's be honest here. We're hoping to change all that. There are dozens of fascinating, multifaceted characters of the world of X who could and should easily be able to headline a series. Look, I've been saying this for a while, especially when it came to Magic. I even went as far to message Tom Brevoort directly on Facebook saying, hey, here's a link to my work, and if you think I have any talent at all, I would love to do a Magic miniseries with you one day. Of course, I never got any response, you know what I mean? So, I mean, with that being said, there are a lot of cool characters, and there is more than just Wolverine out there. Give Cyclops a series, man. Why are we always dogging on my man Scott? You know what I mean? So they go on to say, we're going to try a bunch of them out to see what we can make work. In other words, they're going to throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. It doesn't mean we're out of the teen concept game by any means, but I expect to see a continuing emphasis on individual characters as we move forward, including blank, blank, and blank. Well, one of those blanks might be Jubilee. Well, I guarantee you one of those blanks is Magic. J. Scott Campbell's doing the covers, at least for now. They're coming out. That's going to hit shelves in January. I talked about cutting down my pull list to 1 or 2 comics. And my one comic, maybe, just maybe, will be Magic. We'll see what happens here. Jubilee was created, of course, by Chris Claremont and Mark Silvestri way back in the day, 1989, with Uncanny X-Men 244, before joining the X-Men in the Aussie Outback right next to Risey Lee. She can generate pyrotechnic energy blasts from her hands and develop a sidekick, and she's developed into a sidekick role with Wolverine, as Kitty Pryde once had, you know, and as Rogue and as a few others. Later, Jubilee joined the junior team X Generation or Generation X and was a prominent character in the 1990s X-Men animated series. Of course she was, where she was voiced by Allison Court. In the revival X-Men series X-Men 97, she was voiced by Holly Chow. Guys, are you excited for a possible Jubilee book? There are characters who can definitely hold their own books. And I would even argue that a good and decent writer can make any character interesting to hold their own book. I don't know if I would have the chops to do Jubilee. I mean, I certainly give it a go if the job landed on my lap, but man, I think she's a tough one just because her power set isn't all that powerful, although in X-Men 97, they certainly gave her an upgrade, if you guys saw that, the future Jubilee. But there's a lot here. Jubilee was once known as the youngest X-Men. She was supposed to be like the last X-Men. If we go back to old school X-Men lore here, they've done so much with Jubilee since then. She's certainly come into her own. Can't wait to see the cover. I mean, I'll definitely check out issue 1 if it is indeed true. How about you? Are you going to check out Jubilee issue 1 when it comes out? Are you going to get into any of these other X-Men solo titles? Let me know down in the comments section below what you're excited for, what you're not excited for, and stay tuned for a word from our sponsors. And just who is the sponsor of today's video?
Well, it's me, Austin. It's been me all along.
And guys, I just want to quickly point out that I too am a comic book creator. I just don't speak it. I produce it, right? It's like put your money where your mouth is. We do that each and every time we have a release. I've been doing this now for a decade. We're published. We're in comic book shops. And we're on eBay. So if you ever want to check out Nyobi and you haven't yet, one of the best ways to do that is to come by our eBay store. Take a little scroll through here. If you type in Nyobicomics, you'll find it. Of course, link will be in the description of the video. I have all kinds of great back issues and hard to find variants here from artists that you know and love like Jamie Tyndall, Elsie Frita, Steph Wilson, Paul Green, John Stinsman of Evangeline fame, Keith Garvey, and so many more, guys. If you're missing out on some Nyobi back issues, if you're looking for that hard to find variant, chances are you're going to find the best deal right here on eBay, and chances are you're going to find that deal directly through me. And as always, if you do order a book from me, I'll throw in a little extra goodies in there, a little tchotchke package of stickers and bookmarks and cards. Oh my. You'll have all that. Plus, you can have your book signed or unsigned. That is up to you. And keep an eye on this page because I do update it fairly frequently with new items all the time. As something sells, I will put it back up. So, guys, today's sponsor, Nyobicomics, the eBay store. Come check it out.